What's up, guys? Today we are going to talk flashlights. Some of you know through my watching my EDC videos and stuff, one of the flashlights I really like is this Surefire 6P. But there's a couple things that it lacks, or I just would like to step it up a little bit. It's only like 65 lumens, although 65 lumens isn't bad. It does have a push on or a twist on. And it served its purpose. But I got recommended to a company called LensLight, and just wanted to share it with you guys because I'm thoroughly impressed with their lights. Now, the first one I got is what they call the micro. Now this is titanium. Not sure if you can get this one in aluminum. The other two, which are also titanium, you can get those in aluminum as well. But this one right here and these two are all titanium. All the parts are manufactured here in the United States, and these are CNC machined in the United States. So with that being said, you're going to pay a little bit more, but I think the quality is worth it, and I like knowing that things are made in the United States. So with the, let me see if I can zoom in here for you. All right, with the micro, which is the smallest one, you do get an adjustable lens, or focus, excuse me. It is a twist on, and you get 40 lumens. And I think you get 7 hours of runtime off a AAA battery. And this size is perfect for an EDC pocket size, or at least I think so. One thing I do want to mention about the LensLight is where conventional flashlights use a reflector to bounce the light forward from the LED, LensLight actually goes a different route. They have actually a magnifying glass lens which magnifies the output of the LED. Don't be worried about the glass lens too much. It is high impact and it is hardened, but it ensures maximum brightness, distance, and efficiency with the magnifying glass. And what I've noticed is you actually get a better usable light as far as the output. Some companies, they'll, hey, we got 300 lumens or we got 200 lumens, but what you end up getting is like this really piercing focal point in the center and then a lot of washout around, and that's just unusable. Whereas it's going to be kind of hard to show on camera, I'll try to do a clip later where I can kind of show you the difference between the two. But basically what you end up is a circle of light, just like a normal flashlight, but everything inside the circle is one even distribution of light. And it's remarkable. It really is. It's the clarity of the light itself. So we'll move on. That's the micro. All these, by the way, also have internal O-rings and stuff like that. So they're like, they say weatherproof / water resistant. So while I wouldn't want to dump it in a bucket of water, if you're out in the rain and about, or you dropped it in a mud puddle or whatever, it should be able to handle stuff like that. Your typical everyday weather occasion, or dropped it in the snow or whatnot. This is the next size up, which is the mini. Now this, you go up to a CR123A. It is 330 lumens, but it also has two stages where you get a 5 lumen and then a 330 lumen. Sorry, I bet you that one's bright. Okay, so this one also is what they call the striderized version, which I thought was really cool. It's flame anodized, just like the back of a strider knife would be on some of their models. And again, you can see that magnifying lens. I think that's really cool. And this one also is a focusable beam. Now this one is amazing. I mean, you can take this thing all the way out. I've got about 100 yards in my backyard, and I can sit at the corner of my house and bring this all the way out, and it is amazing. Some of my friends even made references. It looks like a lightsaber. I mean, it really does at night. It's impressive. Better than any other flashlight I've ever had. I've never been able to go out that far before. Definitely would be cool as a weapon light, which I think they do actually sell, or another company sells an adapter so that you can actually use this. Now it does have a push button, or you can click it to stay on, which is what I really, really, really liked. I like to be able to hit it momentarily, and then if I want to lock it in position, I can do that as well. It also does have a memory, so if I have it on, let's say the 5 lumen position, and then I click it off, when I go back on, it's back at that 5 lumen position. So I really like that as well. And then we move on to the KO. Now this is also another special edition. This is the TAD version, which I thought was really cool. And this uses 2 CR123A batteries. You get 440 lumens and 2.2 hours of runtime. And then you get 80 hours of runtime on the 5 lumen setting. The runtime on the 5 lumen setting for the Mini, I think, is around 50 hours. So you got 40 lumens, 7 hours, 330 lumens at an hour and a half, and then 2.2 hours at 440 lumens. So, and of course, all this stuff is on their website as well, which I'll put a link in the comments. Same push button switch. This one does have a metal clip, which I actually like the metal clip. Well, actually, I like both the clips. I like the metal clip because it's easier to get on and off. The Delrin clip, however, is awesome for Molly. I mean, once this thing, I don't know if you can see how it's got, let's see right there. It's got that little bit of tooth right there. If you were to clip this in a Molly, it is not going anywhere. It's awesome. Also, some of the things they say, you know, like this Delrin clip is not going to tear up your pants pockets. Also, if you have this clipped on your pants and you're to rub up against your car, it's not going to scratch your vehicle, stuff like that. So there are advantages to both. Where, you know, if I snag this one, you know, they usually, like a knife clip, it's going to bend. Then you got to take the clip off, bend it back. Where this Delrin might be a little more forgiving. It's going to not have a memory as much as the metal would. It's just going to go right back to its original shape. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on the wall and see if, you know, give you an idea of what I mean, the difference between the reflector lens versus the magnifying glass lens. And that way you can actually see the clarity of the both of them. What I've got here is the Surefire 6P. As you can see, what you end up with the reflector is basically a focal point in the center. Okay, that's the Surefire 6P. Now, with the LensLight Mini, now you can see there is no focal point in the center. You just get this nice, clean, no washed out. Okay, and then with the KO, of course, that's 400 lumens. I'll try to get both of them. You have the Mini 300 lumens right here, and then of course the 400 lumens with the KO. You can definitely see the difference. So you get a little more with the KO. Obviously 100 more lumens. Alright guys, so hopefully you were able to see the difference between the actual reflector style versus the actual LensLight's magnifying lens. I will say, once you start using these, you're not gonna, you'll notice it even more when you pick up another light. You're just gonna want your LensLight. It's just that amazing. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If you've ever seen these, and maybe a little sticker shock, you know, was a little too much for you, but I can promise you they're well worth it. At least they are to me. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, stay armed, stay safe. I got some more videos coming out soon. I'm going to try to do a lot more. Still getting used to the new computer, the new camera, the new editing software. Threw in a new intro this time. Hopefully you guys like it. And South Carolina Mike out.